Hey everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute podcast. So a little bit of a different one today. We already did one this week, and I was getting ready for work. Jackson came over, and I said to Jack, I just feel like the need to do a podcast. So Jordan's not here, just myself. So if you're running in the gym, listening to this, or going for a walk, driving your car, it's just going to be me for the moment. I think we're going through an incredible time of change right now. And I think the change that's headed, or we're headed to, can be seen both ways. It can be seen as fear-filled, or it can be seen as an incredible chance to find a new stream of energy and head for a very prosperous, excellent, abundant future. I think the frequency is changing, Earth is changing, people are changing. There's good and bad going on right now. There's a war between good and evil. I can see it and feel it, but there's a lot of confusion out there. Part of this is spurred on by the amount of people that have been contacting me. So many said, where do you think we're headed? What's happening? The government doing this, and the person doing this, and what should I do here? And what do you think about this? I don't have the answers. All I have the answers for is myself. And I really think that it's how you see things. I think we're at a pivotal place. We're at a place that is like a fork in the road. And I think one side of the fork is the old way, the old vibration, the old sequence of things, but it's filled with anxiety, fear, confusion, desperation, uncertainty. That's definitely one way that I think there's a path down that way. With all the different, and this is not so much about, choose this, choose that. This is about you and finding your center of power. Well, there's another path at the moment I think that's opening up more than ever, and it's filled with optimism, abundance, positivity, a newness, almost like a snake shedding its skin. There's a newness coming that I think that we have not seen ever in the history of the world. That's what I feel. And to access that, you've got this brilliant thing inside of you. It's like instincts. And your instincts will lead you the way there. And it doesn't matter, try and, not listen to so many people about different things, but really observe and take a step back for a minute and just see what's happening. You've got currency changing, you've got business changing, you've got a whole, psyche changing in people, and there is a bit of a division in different things going on right now, but you can almost see the new wave opening up, and you want to tap into that thing. And how do you do it though? And I think this is one of the reasons I felt so strongly about doing a podcast today, because I think right now people need not so much help or guidance, just a little bit of a prompt to say, hey, look over this way. Don't necessarily look this way. You turn the TV on, you watch, Karl Stefanovic and Koshi and all these people beating the drum of this, this is what they think, and this is negative, and that's negative, and all of this sort of stuff. Don't turn it on. You control what you observe. You control what you observe. And I think now more than ever, you need to choose carefully. You need to really look at what you're giving your attention to, because when you give your attention to something, it grows. And I think no matter which circumstance you're in right now, and wherever you're at, you can choose to observe whatever you want. So if you're going to start observing someone who's achieving abundance right now, and someone who is really steady in their footing, their energy set, their focus, and their mindset, you're going to actually acclimate. And if you don't know what acclimate means, you're going to move to that. You're going to actually find the level. It's like walking into a room that's cold. After a little while, your body acclimates to it and it starts to feel okay. It's like when you get into a bath that's a little bit hot. If you sit in there for a little while, your body will acclimate to that temperature. So the real question is, what are you going to acclimate to? Are you going to acclimate to someone who's filling you full of fear and uncertainty, you're just going to become very unsteady. We have a powerful law, principle of attraction in us, a point of attraction that's constantly bringing things, talking to vibration, matching vibration, equalizing vibration, creating vibration. We are a creating being. We're a creating vessel that has the ability to listen, feel, create. And when I say listen, I mean vibrationally listen. So when you feed your mind with something, and if that's going to be something full of negative, and a segment on the show, on the TV, full of negative stories, you are going to acclimate to the negative. You will walk out your front door into the world and match everything that's going to match that vibration you've just spent half an hour or an hour tuning yourself into. So when you get a TV for the first time and you put it up on your wall, and you don't, the channels aren't there straight away. You actually have to tune. You get a TV person in, and they tune the TV to each station's frequency. The real question is, which frequency do you want to be tuned to? If we are going through the biggest change ever in the history of this planet, ever, don't you want to be finding that brand new frequency that's changing the way we've lived? So whether that's through digital cryptocurrency and all of this sort of, like, you just look at it, it's all changing. But with every challenge comes opportunity. There's always two sides to everything. So you might feel extremely uncertain about your work, extremely uncertain about your ability to run free, whatever it's going to be. But what's the other side of that? The other side of that, there's an immense opportunity to really find what you're going to focus on massively. This could teach you the lesson that you need to change the way that you've been living before, to create a life that you've never seen before. And I really think that the power that you've been given as a person is, what do you want? You know, what is it? What is it you really want? Because I think in a challenging time, and it's challenging times right now. It's challenging times. They're challenging. The times are challenging people mentally. And in a psychological challenge, you need stability. You need emotional stability. The way to offset that is, how firm can you stand? You know, how firm can you stand in the face of fear? What is that going to mean when, you know, something feels like it's being taken away from you? Does that mean you get more fierce and understanding that you are a strong, amazing person that has the ability to choose, or the ability to create vibrationally first? So what you focus on, you get, plain and simple. And if you want a better life, focus on a better life. But there's one thing that I know: you can't focus on something that doesn't feel great and expect to get the opposite. So each day is filled with abundance of choices. And in challenging times, you have to double down. You've got to double down in your attention. You have to double down in your commitment, double down in your action. You have to get even more focused on being more steady. I'm creating the best results I've ever created in my life right now. And it's probably the most turbulent time in the world. But that's because I'm seeing opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And I'm finding even a network of people right now that I wouldn't have found otherwise. And a phenomenal group of people that are creating abundance in their life right now. So do you want to get fitter? Now's the time. Why not? Or do you want to feel exhausted? We all have the same amount of time. Do you want to feel exhausted and sit on the lounge and hide from the world and fill yourself up with things that are going to be opposite to fit? So when things are a little bit limited, you know, look at the great opportunities at the moment. You know, it might be limited with travel, but that gives us more time to be at home and more time to use for the benefit of fitness. We've got more time to spend working on ourselves and working with our family. I've been training with my kids and all sorts of stuff. And like the amount of forward movement in our family and in our lives, because there's more time to commit. Otherwise, we could be traveling here, there, doing whatever, I don't know, using time elsewhere. So there is two sides to everything. Do you want to be wealthier? Now's the time to look at what opportunities of investing is there that's coming up because of this AI, or there's crypto, or there's all this sort of stuff. Whether I'm teaching my kids at the moment, if you've got a spare $100, let's look at where you're going to invest that. I wish someone taught me that. But it wasn't until these times that I really took a really good focus on what opportunity is there right now. I don't know, I would have done it otherwise. And at work, there's, if one door shuts, 10 more open. And that's a rule I live by. One door shuts, 10 more open. You've got to just be courageous enough to walk through the other door if one door shuts. That's what you have to look at it as being. And there's no down. There is no failure. There is no negative outcome. If you are courageous and fierce and committed and stand by what you value in life, and keep walking through each door that is potentially open, even if another one shuts, you will see 10 more open doors. It's the way the world works. It is the way the universe is wired. We are wired for success. We don't come to this earth to fail. We have the equipment we need to succeed. We have an energetic makeup that is brilliant, that is better than anything else on earth. You can't replicate the energetic system that you have inside of you, the intuition that's given to you to read vibration, to give you emotion, to understand, is this the direction for me or is that the direction for me? What is important to you? What do I choose? The ability to choose what you want in life that feels right at the time is the greatest gift you have ever been given, ever, in the history, on the lifetime of whatever it is in this world. It's so powerful that angels are not to interfere with the free choice of people. That's how powerful it is. Whether you believe in angels or not, I do. And we have angels around us, I feel, but they are not able to interfere with humans' free choice. We get the ability to choose how we want our life to be. So on that note, what are you going to choose today? Are you going to choose abundance, steadiness, certainty, commitment, unwavering, focus, attention, greatness, and excellence? Or are you going to choose the opposite? Because I know every time I choose the opposite, it does not work out well. But when I stand firm in what I feel is the right thing, the right way, the right path, and I'm committed, and I get up every day with the mindset of I'm going to make this day a 10 out of 10, energetically, vibrationally, frequency, actively, fitness, wealth, work, family, relationships, and I'm going to be the best version of me today. That's all you need to do. The next 24 hours will set your future up. It's the next step in your future. Don't worry about it in a year's time, 10 years' time. It's today. What are you going to do today, and how are you going to spend it to ensure that your life becomes phenomenal?